Hey everyone, welcome to the Blue Gamer Bluecast Morning Show. I'm your host Adam Blue, 30 plus, your video game enthusiast and industry analyst. And today, for January 21st, 2026, I'll run through the latest gaming news, what I've been playing, etc., etc. So yes, the middle of the week, and I'm trying to think if there's any major gaming things going on other than, oh yeah, that Xbox. I was about to say Direct, the Xbox thing coming up, and then there's just been some rumblings about the Nintendo Direct that would happen in February. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens at that time because, yeah, we're already near the end of January. And it's pretty amazing how much I am still all in on Xenoblade. And that's another cool aspect of gaming is like, I could go months playing all these little interesting, unique games, indie games, old school 2D games, and then I can eventually jump into a game series that just has so much going on. So yeah, if we were to jump into what I've been playing, it really just is more Xenoblade Chronicles. We're at like 31 hours, maybe around that. Yeah, because I think that's about it with everything. What was yesterday, Tuesday? Yeah, after work. Yeah, I don't remember. I think just playing some Xenoblade. Tuesdays aren't our workout days, but oh yeah, that's right. I was mainly working on a video yesterday for the Gundam Explain channel that's up right now. It's actually about these little G.I. Joe sized Gundam action figures, which are amazing. So this is the main character, Amuro. And here is the main villain of the original series, Char Aznable. So, I mean, if you know me, you know I talk about Gundam. But if you don't, that's some Gundam lore right there. Okay, so yeah, just some more Xenoblade, which I'm now at the point, and I forgot where we left off last time I was talking about it, but I'm further into the Mechonis world. And yeah, I think I'm at level 60 now, so I'm getting near the end. There are a few things that are going on right now that seem it's like run to this end of the level to press this button, run to the other end of the level to press this button. So then you could go into the middle and open a door. Like this is the first time I'm starting to feel there's like padding just into the journey. Before there wasn't much of that, or if it was hidden very well into the story or whatever. But okay. Let's see. What should we talk about now? Because again, like I haven't been playing much. Sega announces Sonic the Hedgehog presents the Chaotix case file. So I grabbed this news story, and then as I was reading, I was like, I don't know if I really care about this, but someone out there could. It's kind of interesting in general because it's taking. Okay, there's a sneeze coming. Okay, I think I stopped it. Sega got with the voice actors of some of the Sonic games to do a podcast, and it's like a story. And that's neat because seriously, a boring podcast? This sounds interesting to me. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. The comments people aren't. I don't get it. I don't know that the effort to be put into something like this is very interesting. Maybe it's for a certain age group.
Not so storm. Erupted at this.
It's interesting because it reminds me of if you guys are familiar with Robert Meyer Burnett, he is a YouTuber, but also an independent filmmaker. And he just released a audio drama series that's like in this noir style that we're actually looking at right here. So I think that's just kind of interesting. I don't know if that inspired it or what. Just because this is such a random thing nowadays, I guess. I don't know. So not much to go off from that, right? A Sonic story podcast. Is that what they're doing for the 35th? Okay. All right. Okay, check this out. Xbox Play Anywhere is convincing people to buy their multi-platform games on Xbox. Of course. I mean, for me, that's exactly what I would rather do. Okay, a light just came on. Because my Xbox is in the living room, my PC is in the office. We've talked about this. And so a lot of times if there's like Silent Hill F, I want to play really bad, but all the sales are always on Steam and not on Xbox, because if I buy it on Xbox, I'll also be able to play it on my PC through the Xbox PC app. So I am totally down, and it's so cool to know that this new James Bond game is going to be Play Anywhere. Okay, I have a light bulb to fix. So last night it was reconfirmed that 007 First Light will be supporting Xbox Play Anywhere when it releases on May 27th. And another interesting thing about that is who's making this. IO Interactive that does Hitman, because it was just announced that with the Hitman, your IO Interactive account, you will now have cross progression if you have the games on other platforms, which is really cool. But it would be nice if you could just buy it once. But I understand that's hard to do for a publisher. Okay, this light turning on and off is getting annoying. But Xbox facilitates that. And I like it. I really do. Again, this is one of the things, okay, well, I'm buying on Xbox, not on Steam then. Yeah, exactly. But also, if you don't have an Xbox. Wait. Yeah, so let's say you didn't have an Xbox, but you had a PC. It's like you might as well buy it on the Xbox PC app, because then you'd have it on an Xbox. But then you could say, but Adam, there might not be any more Xbox anymore. To which I'd say that could happen. It would be really crazy if, somehow your digital account just didn't work anymore. But I mean, if you think back to so many things, which is not a lot, that we have digital access to, I think the oldest being music. I'm trying to think, when was the last time I re-downloaded like a digital album I bought on Amazon or something? It's very interesting, because nowadays I mainly just stream on Spotify. I mean, and I think that's what's going to happen with gaming eventually. Let's say Xbox does shut down and you lose your library. There's going to be another service that's going to have access to these games that you're actually just streaming, and the hardware won't matter. So that's almost like a reduced barrier to entry, Anyway, that's all. Just thinking out loud. Okay, Gmode Archives plus Armored Core Mobile 3 launches. Okay, I guess I'm not familiar with this, but hey, Arcade Archives. Wait, it's not Arcade Archives. This is just Archives Plus. So this is a different. In Gmode is a corporation. Okay, and it's very weird how they word all this stuff. But let's look at this. I'm not familiar with Armored Core Mobile. I guess it was a mobile game that they're just releasing on PC. Just like that, huh? That is actually very interesting. I'm going to add this to my wish list. Okay, that's about it, huh? That's very interesting, isn't that? That's why I clicked on this headline. I was like, what is all these words jumbled together? And it's just, look at the graphics. I love it. Man, do you guys remember that time? So it was like games would come out on your mobile phone, but they were just fun little things. It's just fun. I could play just a little thing that was really nothing on here. But sometimes they try to take them seriously. They even did it with a Castlevania. What are some other games? I remember it was on a Nokia. Yeah, back in the early 2000s. Before the iPhone, they come out with all those fairly good games. I wish I could remember some of them, because I think a lot of them, you would just download from random like sites that just had loads of mobile games, and some of them would be official stuff, and some of them would just be, fan made, I guess. But there's a charm to it, especially if you could just get it to work, and sometimes you just can't. But this Armored Core Mobile, I mean, it actually looks pretty good. Let me look up more about this, because just because I'm curious. Yeah, it was released for flip phones. Okay, in 2007. You know what? That's a little later than what my mind was thinking in terms of those game types, even though there was still. but that kind of makes sense with how the graphics are. Oh, and it's coming out on Switch also. Doesn't have a price though, but I think I'd rather just get it on Switch. Oops, sorry. Maybe because is this like the Japanese store, so I can't. No, it just interesting. Just oops, sorry, can't add to my wish list. Okay. So this is neat. Did I talk about this yesterday? It's just Donkey Kong Country Returns is a game getting a free update, not a Switch 2 edition, but a free update on the Switch 2 to look better. It's so, and if I remember correctly, this just came out, even though we've had Donkey Kong Country Returns since the Wii, right? Isn't there like a yeah. So yeah, 2010 on the Wii. And I remember that time period playing through that. I remember I don't know why. It's not like it was a big deal. I just remember it very well. Um, November 2010. And then yeah, they had I have the 3DS version, which is pretty neat. Okay, and this is what I was thinking of. Yeah, okay. So HD, so it was never released on Wii U or Switch. That was just Tropical Freeze. So this was the game that came out last year, the beginning of last year, before the Switch 2. And it's this far after the Switch 2 that now there's the update for it. It's just interesting how they're doing that. Interesting. And they used Unity. They used Unity for this HD port. Oh, okay. Well, I do want to play this again because I thought I've played it since then. Maybe, yeah, because I think you could play, Wii games on a Wii U. Because I know my wife and I played this a long time ago. Because that was like right around the time. Yeah, it came out a year before we met. So, okay, pretty cool. And I think that's it. There's something on the leaks and rumors about Super Mario Brothers Wonder Switch 2 edition. So I guess a Switch 2 that has a pack in with Super Mario Brothers Wonder, probably digital code. Yeah, there we go. A physical digital code card. So it's not like the actual game, just a code. But, you wonder if they're going to do something with the Switch 2. I think it would be too early, but, a new, not design, but like color print or something. Yeah, I wonder. But you know what? I'm always at odds with what to do the Switch 2 because on one hand, it is a very premium feeling console. It feels premium, but to play it, you need the grip. But even with the grip, the Joy-Con buttons are just not that great. I'd rather have I'm at odds. It's like I paid so much for this. I don't know. Let's see. Uh, GTA 6 might come to Switch 2 day and date with PS5 and Xbox. Interesting. That would be insane. I hope it's like sports. So essentially be entirely different games than the console versions. That's pretty funny. I like that. I like that back in the day. Well, that's about it for news. We're gonna do something else. I kind of like to make use of this time to get some gaming in. Okay, is it working? All right, so I'm about to hit this objective. Here's this place I was at. So huge place. Like, running around. And again, it's like there's a lot of this, run over here and then run over there. Wow, I felt like I was down there a long time ago yesterday. Because check this out, we go to the map and it's, yeah, multi-level place. Okay. Anything else? I can barely hear it. Wonder if it's going to jump into some story or...
Advance! Upon
There.
heroes!
I see you finally decided to show up. Let's see if we can bust these rust buckets like last time.
Think we can do it?
We'll get them. With this many troops on our side, we don't even need Shulk's help.
You're telling me you're more worried about the kid's schedule? Kinda soft for you, Atharan.
Shut up! Get moving!
within the crazy Japanese sort of
defend the barrier. Division 6, assist any
what I'm trying to
wounded
say,
foe.
fiction. There's this really cool, like, epic war tale, you know, between two sides, where there's a built-out mythology, weapons.
That idiot! He'll get his head knocked off at this rate.
Like, look, that's a badass mech right there. Fighting some pretty badass enemy mechs. Like I'm saying, this stuff is the strong parts of it.
It appears we have gained the upper hand.
Sire, if we hold our current position, a great victory is within our grasp.
It is still too early to come to that conclusion. The enemy still has hidden forces.
Your Highness, enemy reinforcements approaching from above. It's a face squadron.
They're here.
This is pretty cool.
Divisions 1 to 3, continue supporting the Homs, and encircle the faces.
Your Highness, think of yourself!
Once the Vanguard has been eliminated, we must join the fight. Better that than die as cowards. Move!
Ha! Stick this in your exhaust pipe and smoke it. Who hasn't had a taste yet? Eat this! Should have stayed at home.
Man, think of
junk bots.
this had more, like, the art direction's amazing, but if the graphics were just a little better.
I do so enjoy a good show. But they have yet to unleash their power and fulfill their true potential.
Deadbeat drones! Come out and face us like real machines! I'll sort out the lot of you, scum!
Oh,
Gado.
oh yeah, just stretching while they're all fighting. Yep. All right, new area, residential district. Mechonis capital, Agnaratha. Whoa. Interesting. Let me do something. Cool. Oh, wow, that looks crazy. All right.
So this is the Mechonis capital.
Yes, Agniratha. The heart of the Machina civilization.
It looks so desolate. Like there are no signs of anyone living here.
It truly is a soulless city.
Here, bad place. Ricky want to go.
So the Machina built this whole city. Not too shabby.
It looks like the buildings have been here for a very long time.
Look, Shulk. Dino Beast. Dino Beast eats city.
A dino beast? Here? But how?
It is a Telethia. It looks like it's stone. Why would there be a Telethia in a place like this?
The fossilized Telethia are what remain of the beasts that attacked the capital in the ancient battle.
Why did the Telethia attack your city? Wasn't the ancient battle only between the Bionis and the Mechonis themselves?
The answer to your question can be found in that tower, the data center.
Okay.
It is better that you see with your own eyes. Only then will you truly understand what happened between the Bionis and the Mechonis.
I wonder how interesting that's going to be. You know, because like I've brought up before, I don't find this game's story particularly interesting. Some of the characters are kind of cool, but nothing. The story doesn't compel me to keep playing. What compels me to play is the world, the exploration. But I mean, it could open up here near the end and get me a little more excited. Before I go up there, just to see if there's any stuff to grab. You have to go to the data center. All right, I was just gonna get some resources. Okay. The orders, they must be neutralized. Okay, so this is interesting. So this is just a way to get quests, and is it like the same? Do they have multiple? Nice. I wonder if I should just collect them all and then go do. It's kind of a weird way to get missions. Okay, luckily that's a store. That's neat. These are the citizens of Mechonis. Oh. I don't have a lot of money. I could be a little dangerous with some of this stuff. I don't know. I think the weapons my characters have are a little stronger. Okay. What do we have here? All right. It must be neutralized. All right. Let's check this out. So I walk out and go this way. Even though it was telling me I couldn't, maybe that was just a way for it to make sure I hit the checkpoint. Oh no, it's okay. Well, I guess I do have to go ahead and get out. Sometimes I like to. It's funny how I picky and choosy when I like to stick around and do side missions in an area or just push through with the story. So yeah, as for the fashion, I just have Shulk wearing his where do I have the thing at? I have him just wearing his main stuff, and I even have the amiibo right here. just because that is the iconic look. And then I did dress her up, but I kind of don't really care. So now the other characters is just their default. I kind of like their default looks. Actually, I should do that with. Wait, nope. What? Why is it? Oh yeah, wrong button. Wait, or not. Oh yeah, there we go. What is going on with me? Okay. So, well, no, that's not what I. Wait. Maybe she is mainly wearing. No, because it's a bikini. That was not. Unless it's. Oh yeah, that might be what it is. I really forget what her default is. Oh, did I just skip? Okay, well, you know what? This doesn't really matter. Let's get to the data center.
It looks like the power's up and running.
Hey, Jonas.
What's the matter?
Oh, you're heavily sick. Lost your voice. Is it allergies or is it like a cold or something? I know this time of year with the weather definitely messed me up. If you guys saw my Monday show, so I hope you're getting better.
What is that? It looks like it's here, but it's just an image.
It's a hologram.
Whoa, you're right.
How are you surprised with that type of technology?
These are memories of a time long forgotten.
Fiora. Hey.
They were left behind by the Machina before they abandoned this place, so that others may know their story.
Her voice sounds like...
In ancient times, when the Bionis and the Mechonis came into existence, I was born as well. Just as the Bionis had a soul, I came to exist in this world as the soul of the Mechonis. I created my children on Mechonis and acquired this body. They called themselves Machina. And Mechonis was transformed into a world brimming with life. The Machina gave rise to an advanced civilization and built this great city.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Can't believe it used to be so lively.
They lived their lives in peace and harmony. The gentle Machina worshipped me. Life also flourished on Bionis. The Machina generously shared the fruits of their civilization with the peoples of
Oh, okay, and that's that guy from earlier.
They believed their two worlds would grow hand in hand. Then, a terrible fate descended on them from above.
Oh, I wonder who that is.
Is that the Monado? But why? Why would the Bionis...
Wielding the Sword of Light, the Bionis attempted to destroy the Machina.
Alright, and it is that time, but let's see if this finishes up. there shortly.
Are those Telethia?
I tried to save the Machina and confronted the Bionis. And so, I confronted Zanza.
Zanza?
Yeah, see you, Chris. Okay, that's cool. So it is cool that, you know, they were showing all this world building as he goes, as like this is what was going on, you know, behind the scenes back in the day, but to actually show it, that's pretty cool.
However, it did at last come to an end.
The giant.
This is when Zanza was imprisoned.
Taking advantage of my final blow to the Bionis, its beings took Zanza and sealed him firmly away. However, the battle with Zanza had greatly consumed my life force. I warned the surviving Machina that the Bionis had not yet been destroyed, and that one day he would be released.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of seemed like it was going in that direction, the whole,
Who released him?
you know, thinking you're doing good, but it's really the back, you know, the whole. Not that I was for sure that that was going to happen, but I'm actually not surprised.
In preparation for Zanza's inevitable reawakening.
It's all clear to me what you wanted to do. Stop the battle between the Bionis and the Mechonis.
Fiora. I see now. It was her inside you.
Yes. Lady Manus desired a body in which she could be free. And after you were captured by Egil's Mechon, it was I who transferred her soul into your body.
But why did it have to be my body?
Because you are close to Shulk. The heir to the Monado.
Okay, that sort of stuff seemed obvious, you know. In one way or another, you know, his connection with the weapon.
It was all because of our world. Because of Bionis. That this city was devastated.
Now I understand why Egil would want to stop the Bionis from reawakening.
I get it too. But how's killing any of us gonna solve his problem?
Precisely. What happened to the Machina was a tragedy. But we cannot forgive the Mechon attack on Bionis.
What worries me is the Monado that the Bionis used. It's no different from how the legends describe, but still.
It must hold a deadly
Well,
power.
luckily this is on the Switch, so I can just pause because I got to get going. But that was a lot of fun, guys. I'm having fun going through Xenoblade. Can't wait to finish that and then eventually get to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Or maybe some other games in the meantime, we'll see. But thanks for joining. I'll be back tomorrow with some more. So until then, have a good one. See y'all.